Our top story: a woman held captive for months escaped from her abductor at a Walgreens. That and more. Chris Talk starts right now. Let's get into it. Welcome, listeners, to the show. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. Hope that you're having a good day because I am definitely having a good one. All right, let's get right into this one. Um, on this episode, we're going to discuss a woman who said she was held. She was held captive by a man who beat her for months, and she was able to get out of the situation during the stop at a Walgreens supermarket. All right, I'm going to let Sarah, my AI, report this whole entire story to you. Afterwards, I give you my view and my opinion, as always. All right, let's get into it.
A woman who said she had been held captive by man who beat her for months was able to escape during a stop at a Walgreens. Florida officials said Tuesday. The woman took her chance to flee when the suspect, Walter Medina, 48, briefly left her unattended at the pharmacy in the Tampa area. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office said. Deputies were dispatched to help her on Monday after a caller reported that an injured woman had just escaped from a van and needed help. Officers took Medina into custody on Tuesday after a chase. He was charged with attempted second-degree murder and armed kidnapping. This suspect's reign of violent terror is now over. Sheriff Chad Cronister said. Medina, who served time in prison for a previous false imprisonment case, met the victim when she was panhandling. Officials said. He initially gave her food and narcotics, then allegedly became violent. The woman suffered severe injuries, including broken ribs, deep puncture wounds and extensive bruising during her more than 2 months in captivity. Police said. I can't imagine the torture this victim endured for months. But I can imagine the relief she felt when our deputies arrived. Sheriff Cronister said. I have to commend the bravery of the victim for escaping her captor and seeking help. Our thoughts are with her as she recovers from this traumatic ordeal. Police did not publicly identify the woman. She was taken to a hospital for treatment after she escaped. Officials also charged Medina with armed false imprisonment, aggravated battery with great bodily harm, tampering with a witness and tampering with physical evidence. Officials said. He has previously been arrested for kidnapping, aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer and robbery.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Drop my bomb so I can get right up into this. All right, so this is the part of the show where I give you my view and my opinion on this story. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I just have to say,
Bruh.
I don't know how this woman allowed herself to get caught up in this situation. I'm not taking from her. I don't want anybody to think that I'm taking from her, taking from the victim. I'm not taking from her. But I don't know how she allowed herself to get in a situation where she just went with this guy over some drugs, if I'm correct. Drugs, right? And food. So it's like drugs and food.
Bruh.
The drugs itself should have been a red flag.
Bruh.
Yeah, it should have been. That in itself should have been a red flag to this woman. But let's give this guy, let's give him the dummy buzzer real quick. All right, for what he did. But at the same time, I have to say, this woman, and I know some people, they're not going to like what I'm going to say, but this woman, in a way, like, you got to be held accountable for your actions, okay? That's what I'm saying. So in a way, I feel like she put herself in this situation because, like I said, the narcotics itself, no matter what it was, we all know what it was. Weed, crack, coke, whatever it was, okay? Alcohol, whatever. Just it itself and food. This is the only thing, two things this person has to offer. that's just a red flag. I understand she may have been going through a bad situation, but that's no reason to me to just run in the arms of somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
It's kind of sad because it happens to a lot of women. A lot of women. A lot of women, they seek that protection and you know, and sometimes gotta watch some red flags. And in this situation, the protection was not good because this man ended up abusing her for several months and holding her captive against her will. This man, for all the charges that he's going to, I think he should probably get some more charges. If they could probably dig some more charges, he should probably get them. But for the most part, I think he's getting what he deserves. I definitely think he's getting what he deserves. But let us not forget, and I don't mean to go off topic, but let us not forget that this type of thing, I mention this all the time, these type of things, but this in particular, this type of thing happens a lot. So, to those of my listeners who are followers, I would tell, let me say that again. Those listeners who are fathers, okay, my suggestion is that if you are involved in your daughter's life, teach her to avoid things like this. Teach her to avoid things like this. No matter how low she gets.
Message.
Whatever. No matter how low she falls, but teach her to avoid situations like this to where she could get involved with men like this. Now, was this man right? No, not in any shape, form, or fashion. Was this man right for the acts and the crimes that he committed? Because he held, I mean, at the end of he held this woman captive. He held her against her will. She didn't want to be there. Yeah, he held her there. And for months. And then abusing her. Who knows if it's not just physically. I don't know. Do they say this sexually? But 9 times out of 10, there was probably some sexual abuse there as well. So I'm gonna go with that. There's probably some sexual abuse there. But I mean, most men like this when they commit such acts as this, to where there's physical abuse, there's also some sexual abuse involved as well. Whether they knew the girl or not, you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying from what I have seen, from what I know. Well, not say seen, but from what I know, and the investigations that we have done on the show. Yeah, these type of people, yes, when they commit these type of crimes, it is not just physically, it's not just physical or mental, but it's both. It's both. So this guy, he's gonna get exactly what he deserves. I mean, we probably do a follow up story on this situation. We probably do a follow up story on this, but uh, let's give a round of applause to the Florida Police Department because this episode is bringing us to Florida. Let's give them a round of applause, and let's give this lady a round of applause as well for being able to take advantage of that situation, not just sitting there and curling up, but being able to take advantage of that situation so that she could free herself and get out there. But this guy, I mean, you know, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna sit in jail. He's probably gonna, he's probably gonna do a couple of years. I don't know how old is he again. How old is this guy? He's like in his 40s. He's in his oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. His is going down. This dude is he's going. He is going. He's not going to see uh the light of day again. Not outside anyway. Attempted murder. Come on, let's be honest. With attempted murder charge, my dude, you are completely like you are. You're done. You are done. I don't care how old you are. You are completely. So yeah, pretty much he's yeah. So all my listeners, that's my view and that's my opinion on that. Is that this guy is okay? That's just it. All right. Got my horn very quick. All right, we're gonna end this. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Listen, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Yeah, also follow us. Follow us on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. We 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 trying to get everywhere. All right, we trying to get everywhere.
Bruh.
We working on it. We working on it. All right, whatever. The links are right there anyway on your screen, so you know what to do. All right. Listen, stay blessed and not stressed. All right. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys later. Peace out.